Hi everyone. Welcome here to Home is Within You, Sunday Healing Chats. I'm so happy for anybody that's going to watch this and anybody that may join me here. Here you can find a safe place that is judgment-free, where shame is banned and where we can tune into ourselves and our internal sources of power and peace and love. Hi, it's so good to see you here. I'm so thrilled to announce that Home is Within You has been picked up by Girl Friday Books and will be re-released in spring of next year. But here right now on Sundays, I'm offering this space if anybody is just needing to be held and heard, that might be hurting or that might want to share a realization they had this week, or just needs some calm, warm energy sent their way. On Friday, I did what we're doing that's called spiritual advocacy, and I had my oldest son with me. And he brought up a lot of topics, but one of the ones that I felt was most profound was the need for parents to work on how they're showing him and his generation acceptance. And it was pointed out that the differentiation between acceptance and approval is one is active and one is not. And so we will continue that discussion on Friday, and I encourage you to be here on Friday at noon. One of the things that issue brought up was a conversation that I had with a therapist of mine that I still work with. And it's a basic understanding and foundation, and it's whether we're going to choose to live our lives based on fear or love. How are we choosing in any given day, in any given interaction? Are we choosing to react to our minds and to others in our fears, to ride triggers that might come in? Or are we choosing to react with love? And she said something to me that I'll never forget and that I want to leave with you. And it is this. It is anything that anybody does is either an act of love or it's a cry for love. So knowing that, how can we better react to ourselves and to others? If people's behaviors that may cause fears in us or hurt other people are because they are crying for love, can we respond with love? Can we respond with non-judgment? Can we just observe and maybe not do anything? Can we just listen? Or can we accept others' acts of love? Or will we allow our own fears to push it away? So I wanted to ask anybody that might be here. Hi, Howard. Hi, Trevor. Hello. Simone. If anybody that is here now needs any space to be held or wants to share anything, hi, please let me know. Because I do offer that here. Okay, I'm going to read a part of the book that is a part that talks about what I just shared. And again, fear or love, which do you desire to create your life out of? If there's any saying, anything that helps me most as a parent, as a partner, as a daughter, it is anything that anybody does is either a cry for love or an act of love, including yourself. So, were you loving to yourself today? Or were you judging yourself and your fears? Tell me how you were loving to yourself. Tell me maybe some fears that took over. I'm going to read from page 314, and this is when my therapist taught me so much about this. Mariam, my therapist, told me that anything anyone does is either an act of love or a cry for love, that it has nothing to do with me. When I can embrace this basic idea about human existence, I am better able to step back, not react, become an observer, and see the person either as hurting or sick themselves. I do my best. Some days are better than others. Things often still get messy. I don't always get to this perspective quickly, but I strive to eventually get there, whether at a meeting, in meditation, with my sponsor, or a friend, or my therapist. Today, I try to give others love without fear or judgment because of their own wounds, to recognize when my own are triggered, then commit to healing them on my own. Ultimately, in life, dark clouds of anger prevent my adequately hearing the guidance of my true self and spiritual directives. They prevent me from adequately being there for others when I let my fears and my own judgment take over. The beauty of this layered, connected, very diverse personal work is endless, and I could never have put it in an order. It had to happen this way. A Course in Miracles is something that I do read, and that along my road of recovery helped me so much. This is lessons 68 to 69. And it says, love holds no grievances. To hold a grievance is to forget who you are. To hold a grievance is to see yourself as a body. Perhaps you do not fully realize just what holding a grievance does to your mind. If I hold grievances, I am attacking love, and therefore attacking myself. I am determined not to attack others or myself today, so that I can remember who I am and who we all are. And that is, we are all infinite beings, whole, perfect, and complete, that are in this finite body for now, and that our minds separate us from that only truth. And much of the time it is with fear and judgment. And so today I challenge you, as well as myself, to continue to respond with love, knowing that anything that we do, anything, is either a cry for love or an act of love. Again, when we can recognize our fears, we can stop the judgments. It's really good to see new people here. I'm going to go in now to a meditation. I'm going to read the words first, 2, 1, that I'm in the middle of in a 90-day process in a Kundalini level 2 training on authentic relationships, and it has been very, very challenging. But what it has taught me is that I can't authentically relate to myself, let alone others, if I don't have a good relationship with myself. And I can sit in every morning and tune in to my higher power and turn everything over and say, okay, what's going to show up today? And am I going to listen to a clear space where there is no fear of judgment and react to others and myself with love? I can do that better every day when I sit in quiet space and remember. Rake Nahar Apu Bariyan. So Priya Jain, a mentor of mine, interpreted this mantra, and I'm going to read the words here. You, who is my keeper and sustainer, have elevated me beyond my troubles. When I surrender myself at your feet, everything begins to resolve itself. Since you have become so lovingly benevolent, I don't need to figure out anything. I don't need to figure out anything from my limited mind. In stride with divine company, I can cross the whirlpool of this matrix. Listening to your guidance, I am elevated beyond the reach of any slander, animosity, and manipulation. By taking refuge in your vast infinity, my mind can surrender to your will. Whosoever can remember your presence, their pain and suffering disappear forever. You can find that home within you by simply breathing deeply, by simply sitting on the ground, opening your hands up, and just basic breathing. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. And so I ask you, will you create the next minutes with love or in fear or judgment of yourself or others? Anything that anybody does is either a cry for love or an act of love. And we are all doing our best here, breathing. So breathe with me Breathe in love through your nose, filling up your belly, trying to relax your shoulders. Sending it out through your mouth quickly. And again, in through your nose. Just breathe in love and wash away the fear and the judgment of today. Then let it out again. And one more time, this time counting to 5. 1, in through your nose. Hold. Release. And repeat. Breathing in through your nose in 5 seconds. Holding. Releasing. And again, breathing in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and holding. Surrounding yourself with warmth and love, washing away all the fear and judgment of yourself and others. Only love. Only love today. And releasing. Sitting in this stillness. Bring your arms around you. And give yourselves a hug of love. And deep breath in and release. And again. And release. One more time. And release. Covering your face. Saying, I love you. Moving your hands out, sending love to all of those around you. And covering your heart with your hands. Knowing that now, we are better aware. We are better aware of any fears or judgment that might enter our minds. And we will walk in grace, knowing that anything anybody does is either a cry for love or an act of love. And that if we are triggered, we commit ourselves to take our own time to go and use it as an opportunity to heal, to write, to share. This is a safe place, always for you. I send my love out to you. Satnam. I encourage you to join the newsletter, to send me any questions. Oh, Jason. It does take years. It takes a lot of years to do it. It takes a lot of years, but you're doing it. Okay? Please share more. And know that this is a safe, judgment-free place where your truth is acknowledged. Literally years. Wow. Please send me a message and share more, okay? I love hearing that. And how are you doing now with it? I'm very thankful that you shared that. Okay? I encourage you to go to the link in bio and sign up for the newsletter, but most of all, to keep your eyes out for a longer class and meditation. Please direct message me and let me know what topics you'd like to talk about on Friday at noon, spiritual advocacy. This Friday will be awesome because Priya Jain from 7th Chakra Yoga Institute of Spiritual Sciences will be my guest again. She's been a guest several times, and she helped me so much. So I'm sending love out to everybody, and I challenge you, make this a week of love and not fear and judgment of self or others. Okay? Love you all. Have a beautiful night. And join me on Friday.